Dear reader, it may come as a surprise that I'm endeavoring to record this latest tale on my food blog. To be sure, it has very little to do with anything I've eaten lately, but the events themselves are so strange and singular that a chronicling of them is called for, and it must be done somewhere. As I am not about to start a whole new blog, the present one being work enough even though it is just snapshots of food I'm about to eat, I am putting the story here. It was the day after Hurricane Sandy. I had spent the night at my parents' house in Sunnyside, Queens, and I had walked over the bridge to Brooklyn the next day. Thankfully, Williamsburg itself was left largely intact. At least everything looked fine. To my surprise, though, one of my roommates, Jacob, met me at the front door. He pleaded with me to quickly unpack and meet him on the roof to address what, in his words, was a jungle of bullshit.
I was robbed last night.
Wait a second, what? During the hurricane?
Yeah.
Well, what's gone?
My duty-free cigarettes. Whole carton of them. Remember last week when John booked the Toronto International Airport coming back to Toronto, he brought me carton? This is the only pack I have left of them, man. You want one?
No, thank you. I'm fine.
And what's more is I know who did it. Well, I know who must have done it.
I'm sorry, what do you mean by that?
Okay. We had a hurricane party last night, which was awesome. But we had 6 people in the apartment, right? You know, this wasn't your normal party with people coming and going all night because obviously...
It was a hurricane.
Exactly. So, you know, we had 6 people in the apartment. I had the carton. I woke up this morning, the carton is gone. It's disappeared.
Has nobody said anything about this? What about John and Doreen?
John couldn't care less. Doreen's still passed out. That's why I'm talking to you. I mean, I figure you're here. You couldn't have done it because you weren't here last night. So I'm trying to get an objective opinion on this thing, man. Do you have work today?
No, I don't think anybody has work today.
All right, you want to help me solve this?
6 people, one night, no one coming and going. I mean, I think that should be really easy to solve, right? Not for us. We don't know what the hell we're doing. But let's say we were actual detectives. I mean, they could probably solve it in a second. We maybe could do it in a day.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, this thing could be simple enough even we could solve it.
I mean, we're fucking idiots, but it's so easy, we could be done. All right, I'm in. I'm psyched. What happened?
You know, yesterday morning, me and John were making the preparations. We went and got all the beer. We're setting up the apartment. You know, we actually expected a lot of people to show up, hurricane party, you know, so. But once everybody figured out how big this thing was going to be, like, most people canceled on us. So we were left with 6 people and a lot more alcohol than was necessary.
And I'm curious, when did you and John start drinking?
John and I started drinking like noon, like as soon as chance we got. So by the time everybody else was there, I mean, we had already been a few hours ahead of everybody.
Right.
So Doreen showed up first, around like 4 p.m. Then Rachel, John's girlfriend, Jamie, my cousin.
Wait a second. Is this the Jamie I know?
Yeah, my cousin.
Okay.
Yeah, I know she's weird, but my mom wanted us to be in the same place because the hurricane and everything. She worries, so you know that whole. So she was there. Oh, and she brought along this really weird dude. He was wearing this like weird jacket getup. He had this like ascot shenanigans going on. I think his name was Jerry.
Do you know what an ascot is?
Whatever it was. I mean, he had a fucking electric pipe.
Oh, okay.
He posted up on the couch the whole night. He didn't say anything, man. It was fucked up.
So we got a wild card. That's what this is. It's a wild card, isn't it? Do you suspect him?
I don't know. I don't know. He's got an electric pipe. I don't know why he would want to steal my cigarettes.
Perhaps he stole them ironically.
Okay, let's not speculate until we have all the facts here, Max, all right?
All right, keep going.
Okay, so it's around 9 p.m. We're playing Rock Band, as per usual. I'm on the vocals, singing awesomely.
And when I'm home, feeling you holding me tight, yeah!
When the song has completed, I want a cigarette. So I reach into my pack, and I'm all out. So I realize that the time has come for the opening of my prized possession, a pristine carton of duty-free cigarettes from the Toronto International Airport. Now, I go into my room to get this great bounty that has been bestowed upon me, and I realize that I can't open this carton alone. I need to share this momentous occurred with all my so-called friends.
The point you're trying to make is that everybody saw the cigarettes.
Exactly. Everyone knows of the carton's existence at this point. I have brought it into the living room. I have shown it off in extravagant fashion.
Right.
So I take a pack out of the carton. I put the carton down on the table in the living room, and I go outside to the balcony to smoke a cigarette. I'm just standing out there enjoying the view when suddenly, across the river, there was this huge green explosion. It's like nothing I've ever seen. It's some sort of like electromagnetic pulse type science fiction shit. And half of Manhattan goes dark. Now I run back inside to elaborate upon what I have just seen.
Yo, shit just got real out there, bro. Yo, you guys take a look at this shit. Bro, no, look out there. What the fuck just happened?
Rachel starts getting mad at me because I still have my lit cigarette. Just tell her something like, shut up, or whatever. Okay.
Twisting the night away, they're twisting, everybody's feeling great, they're twisting,
Oh, what's going on in here? Anyway, I don't remember much after that.
Okay. Alright. That's less than helpful, that you don't remember anything. What happened this morning?
Well, okay, I mean, I guess I woke up around 11 or so, and Rachel was leaving, but I didn't realize that the carton was missing until about a half an hour ago.
Anything else?
Oh, there's this. Do you see this?
I didn't want to say anything, but
I was slapped last night. Somebody slapped me last night at some point.
Jacob, that needs to stop happening in every single party we have.
Well, okay, but listen, here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that I must have caught the thief red-handed.
Yeah.
Right? And in the ensuing struggle,
right,
I was slapped, and then they got away.
Or, I'm just going to throw this out here. Maybe just like last time, or the other time before that, you were really drunk and a girl slapped you for obvious reasons.
Let's not jump to any conclusions here, Max. We don't even have all the facts straight.
So let's not speculate without the facts. Well, you have nothing else to say? Want to just go down to the crime scene?
Sure, yeah.
We have a crime scene. Isn't that awesome?
It's not awesome. My duty-free cigarette is on.
Well, obviously there's been some drinking last night.
We had obviously established that, yes.
But you did not say that you also had mulled wine. I figured that out.
Well, your observational skills are unsurpassed, Sherlock.
Just getting started. You didn't scrub the tub, man. It's been your turn for a month now. Like you said you'd do that a week ago.
Do it tomorrow.
My bed's unmade. Someone sleeping in it?
Do you think that's a clue?
I don't know. Good God.
A clue to what?
Somebody stole Jake's cigarettes last night.
What?
My duty-free cigarettes. A whole carton of them.
The ones you were dancing on a table with. They're in your room.
No, they're not.
Well, they were there last night.
When?
When shit got real.
No, I took them out of my room and I put them in the living room before shit got real.
Yeah, I know. And I put them in your room to set up beer pong.
Man, you found the hole in yon, twisting the night away. They're twisting, everybody's feeling great. They're twisting.
Oh, what's going on in here?
They're probably still in your room. Look harder.
They're not. And as far as I know, you're the last person to have them.
I don't smoke. Why would I want your cigarettes?
Would you mind if we took a look in your room, Doreen?
Seriously, Max? You suspect me?
I suspect everyone. And I suspect no one.
I know what that's from. You?
I don't ever know what he's talking about.
Fine, go ahead. Look in my room. And while you're at it, let me know if you find my charger, because I haven't been able to find that for days. Also, I haven't done my laundry in weeks, So make sure to separate the colors from the whites. Okay, great, thanks.
So what else can you tell us about last night?
You know what? You guys think you're so smart. Why don't you figure it out on your own?
You won't talk, huh? That's very suspicious.
Prove it.
I can't find a goddamn thing in here.
No update on the case of the duty-free cigarettes.
Wait. All you've been doing this whole morning is looking for your cigarettes? The entire eastern seaboard just got set upon by disaster, Jake. Remember that explosion last night? That was the Con Ed building. Half the city's dark.
John, I'm not saying it's not a big deal, man. It's just, what am I going to do about it? What do you expect me to do? Run across the Williamsburg Bridge and hand out
I don't know,
cookies?
Jake. I don't know.
Like, I'll donate money or something at some point, but, you know, right now this case is pretty hot.
It's a case now.
John, what do you expect me to be doing all day? We're literally stranded here. You are too, by the way. We're not going anywhere.
I gotta take this call.
Hey, John, Rachel should be at her apartment.
Don't bother Rachel. Hey, Matt. Thanks for calling.
No dice, buddy. What's our next step?
Well, saddle up, bro. We're gonna go bother Rachel.
It was about midnight or 1 when we finished beer pong, and John and Jerry went into the kitchen to make some mulled wine. I didn't see your cigarettes at that point, but there was one interesting thing that happened a little bit later.
What happened?
Oh, you don't remember?
No.
How you were especially loud the entire night?
I'm always pretty loud.
Or how you were dancing on the table?
That I do remember, and I also remember how awesome it was.
Or losing every game of beer pong, all the while bragging about how alcohol makes you some amazing player?
First of all, it does. Second of all, it's unfair. You can't just sit there and say statements that nobody here can refute. I mean, listen, I couldn't have lost every game. That's ridiculous.
Maybe you should take all that's happening recently as a sign
Of what?
that you're addicted to cigarettes.
Jesus, Rachel, are we going to get into this right now?
Well, you are. Let's face it, you're addicted.
Oh my God. It's none of your business.
Do you know that smoking kills more Americans than, anything else?
And I don't care.
But you're addicted.
So what?
So what? You're gonna die a slow, fucking, horrible death.
Jesus Christ. I mean, you're one to talk. I mean, cigarettes are just like any other drug, okay? You have your poison, I have mine. You can't sit here ragging on me for smoking when you're a fucking alcoholic.
What are you talking about?
You drink constantly.
Oh my God, just because I might be a little small and maybe it takes less for me to get drunk?
I don't remember much from last night, but I remember you were drunk as a
Oh my
skunk.
God, it was your fault. You and your goddamn
I didn't
shots.
force you to do anything.
You're
I'm
such a
forcing
bad
you to take
influence.
shots all night.
Constantly. It's all your fault. You're a horrible influence.
I like to
You're
party,
ridiculous.
okay? So sue me. I like to party. All right? There's nothing wrong with it.
Guys, I think we might be getting a little bit off track. Do you know where the cigarettes are, Rachel?
The
We'll just
duty-free
keep it at
cigarettes.
that.
No, I don't know where your cigarettes are. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you. And I'm not going to stop telling you to quit smoking. It's a filthy, disgusting habit that, newsflash, doesn't make you cool. You're staining your teeth, charring your lungs, and worst off, Jake, you're killing yourself and hurting everyone who cares about you.
Man, I'm out, man. Listen, could you wait here? I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
I
run
can-
across to the deli. Do you want anything at the deli? No. about that, man. You want one?
No, thank you. Thanks for your offer.
You know how much I pay for these?
No.
$12.50. That's $5.50 for the pack and $7 in taxes. All right, it's $1 for the Fed, $4.50 for the state, and $1.50 for the city. Okay, listen, at an airport duty-free stand, you could get a carton of these for $40. Okay, but around here, that stuff's gonna run you $125. So, when somebody stole my duty-free cigarettes last night, they ripped me off to the tune of $85. Let's walk. Jamie's apartment's right here. Now, if someone were to steal $85 worth of something from you, people would care. They'd be sympathetic. But because I'm a smoker, I could just go fuck myself. Okay? I can't smoke in restaurants. I can't smoke in bars. I can't even smoke outside of a goddamn door. I have to be 15 feet away from the door. I'm cool with it. All right? It's fine. I'm okay. I'll deal with it. But, what I don't like is this general feeling of goddamn contempt. I mean, what about a little appreciation, Like, oh, hey, you're a smoker? Well, thank you. Thank you for parks and schools and Medicare and everything else that taxpayers pay for. And everything else I pay for.
Yeah, not to mention the moral ambiguity of heavily taxing a product that's addictive.
I don't see how that matters. I mean, I smoke because I want to smoke, not because I'm addicted. If I didn't want to smoke, I wouldn't smoke.
Right.
Jamie's place is right.
Right.
Who is the gentleman caller?
It's Max, my roommate. Max, this is Jamie, my cousin.
Enchanté.
Charmed.
Maxie, darling.
Yeah? What?
Would you please inform Jacob that I am not speaking to him at the moment?
I don't think she's
What are
speaking.
you doing?
Who said that?
Jamie.
What?
For fuck's sake.
Icon.
She's got a bow tie on her head.
Max.
What did you do today? Today,
Max, ask her about the cigarettes.
These are...
Max, ask her about the cigarettes.
Okay.
Hey,
Hey, Jamie.
Yes.
Yes.
Where's the cigarettes?
What cigarettes?
Duty-free cigarettes.
Duty-free cigarettes, Jamie. The ones Jacob was dancing with last night.
Tell Jacob I won't tell him what I know until he apologizes.
She's saying you need to
Jamie,
apologize.
stop being a
Who
bitch
said
and
that?
just
My
let me know
goodness,
where my
what's
fucking
going
accent.
on
We
with
both
you?
grew up in fucking Roslyn.
How dare you?
Jamie, I
How
just
dare you?
find out
How dare you?
where- Jamie,
How dare you?
please.
How?
Hey, Jamie. Am I to believe that there was some sort of argument between you and Jacob last night?
She slapped me. She must have been the one who slapped me.
Did you slap him, Jamie?
Jacob knows what he did.
Okay, but I don't. Can you tell me what happened?
This is the perfect case study of the classic jealous behavior of the aboriginal male mind. Everything that I have, he wants merely because I have it.
The fuck is this bullshit?
It's true, I saw you. You've done it before.
Remember Maria?
Maria. What are you talking about, Maria? What happened?
She was my lover, and Jacob stole her from me.
Are you saying that Jacob tried to steal your lover from you? Do you mean Wildcard Jerry?
Yes.
Are you fucking insane?
I saw you!
Okay, why don't you just back it up? Let's just at the beginning. Can you just start the whole thing and tell me everything?
Cue voiceover. It was around 2 a.m. I was standing by the beer wall trying to listen to some boring broad speak on and on about some worthless dribble.
So, the monkeys started to attack him.
Across the room in the kitchen are you and Jerry. You lean in with that look you always get and say something.
Oh.
Well, I knew what happened immediately. He was my lover? And now, no more. So how about that apology?
Alright, okay, yeah. Let me just make one thing abundantly clear. I hit on Maria because I am a heterosexual. It was an honest mistake.
Here comes an avalanche of bullshit.
It was because, if you remember, you never bothered to tell anyone that you were a lesbian, which apparently you're not now because you're only dating exclusively guys. Just pick a side, really. It would be a lot less confusing.
This is the classic Jacobistic behavior.
Has it ever occurred to you that you might be the crazy one? I swear to fucking God, the more psychology books she reads, the fucking crazier she gets. Max, we're done here, alright? We're leaving. Let's go.
See you soon.
Yeah. See you at Thanksgiving.
You too, honey.
That simplifies things, doesn't it?
Yeah. Are you sure it doesn't make everything a lot more fucked up?
Well, no. I mean, it's a shame we can't talk the wild card, but perhaps we don't even need to.
What, are you kidding me? They're the ones who probably did it. They're the ones that slapped me.
Yeah, but, they were never alone. Think about everything we've heard so far.
What if all we've been hearing is lies, Max? You ever think about that?
Thinking.
What's that smell?
Someone's cooking.
Surprise!
What the hell is going on here?
I invited everyone over for dinner and a show, and I made mystery meatloaf.
Don't mind me, I'm just spilled on my wine glass.
And there's wine too. So, did you guys figure out who stole the cigarettes?
I actually have a theory that...
Actually, wait. Hold your thought. Don't tell anyone. We're waiting till everyone's here, and I've served up the meatloaf.
Is everyone going to be here?
We have almost everyone. We're just waiting for one more person. Oh, I think that's her now. What's up, bitches? Where's the loaf?
Well, friends, Jamie, Doreen has invited us here for this lovely meatloaf dinner so that we can finally figure out who stole my carton of duty-free cigarettes last night. Now, there will not be any hard feelings. I just want my duty-free cigarettes back. They are precious to me. So, let's just get this over with, and then we can get back to eating our meatloaf. Who did?
Won't tell him. He'll figure it out.
You're enjoying this way too much.
Yeah.
Max?
Right. I have a theory. Ladies and gentlemen, I have taken a view of the crime scene and I've spoken to all the key witnesses. Here are the facts. Fact. At 9 o'clock, right when shit got real, the carton of cigarettes were right here on this table in the living room. Fact. After that moment and before beer pong, the carton of cigarettes left the table and went somewhere else. Those are the facts. The rest of the evidence is based on eyewitness testimony, as it has become clear to me that more than one person had a motive for taking these cigarettes, whether it be for revenge, or anti-smoking, or irony, or shits and giggles. I've entertained the possibility that there may have been a conspiracy afoot, or an intervention of some sort. But I have actually ruled out this possibility, because if there were a conspiracy or an intervention, most definitely I would have been informed, being of cordial relations with everybody in the room, and inhabiting a reputable sense of humor and ability to keep a secret. So, I've concluded that either all are telling the truth, or at most only one person is lying. Now the most important question, where are the cigarettes? I think after they left this room, we can safely say that they went somewhere else. Now, who had access to them alone during the night? Now, I'll say this, that not Jamie or Jerry did. They were never alone and left the party first. So that leaves Rachel, Doreen, and John. I submit it was Doreen.
What?
It was you.
Was it me? Boo! Bad detecting! Boo!
Oh, really? For the moment here, take a moment and let's take her testimony seriously. Doreen says she put the carton in the middle of Jacob's bed. Now Jacob, being totally blackout drunk, and as is his wont, he just flops on his bed at the end of the night and passes out. Where would he have flopped? The middle of the bed, where the cigarettes are. So if he did that, nobody would have been able to steal the cigarettes, as Jacob's body would have been all over them like this. Got it? Everybody got that? Get it in your head? Okay, for a moment, let's say that Doreen is lying. Where would she have put the cigarettes? Perhaps she put them in my room. A room whose door she stood outside of the entire night. I came home this morning to find that the covers of my bed had been messed up, as if someone or something had been there last night. Doreen stashed the cigarettes in my room, and sometime between the time that Jacob passed out and he woke up this morning, she went back in, took the carton out, and hid it in her room, where she knew no one would find it because the place is such a sty. This conclusion may seem unlikely to you all, but once you have excluded the impossible, as I have obviously done, whatever is left, however improbable, must be the truth. Fucking A.
I didn't take the cigarettes.
Oh, come on. It was totally you.
I didn't take the cigarettes.
You have to confess now. That's the rule.
Max, leave her alone. She didn't do it.
What do you mean?
I slept in your bed last night. That's where I woke up this morning.
Why were you in my bed last night?
I don't remember.
Why didn't you tell me, Jake?
I didn't think it mattered.
Well, goddamn it! That's my case!
Thanks for nothing, Max. You can sit down now.
Well, unless you got any other bright ideas. I mean, I certainly don't.
Hold on, I'm thinking. I just, I think I need more wine.
Yes.
Shut the fuck up, everybody. I'm thinking.
Isn't it obvious? Here we are scampering about like headless chickens as the truth stares us right in the face, laughing. I will tell you who has the cigarettes. No one. No one has the cigarettes. They're an illusion, created in mass in that absurd orgiastic example of the decline of Western civilization you so flippantly call a hurricane party. The cigarettes were imagined much like God is imagined, much like American democracy and justice is imagined, by those ignorant dunderheads that make up this corporatized skyscraper-laden wasteland you so arrogantly call New York City. Sure, you are skeptical. The prophet is never realized in his own time. But mark my words, as in the morning upon awakening, a special chosen few, or jetties, as I shall call them, will create a new dream bereft of mass delusion. To most, the dawn will escape them. It will be hard to grasp, I'm sure. But after all, what is existence itself? But a dream within a dream.
There was only one fact, and that's that cigarettes existed.
Jamie, where the fuck are you?
Tell your mother about it.
Enough! Take it easy. Are we about done here?
No, we're not done.
Oh,
where
Jake,
are my
I'm not
cigarettes?
talking to you. I'm talking to Doreen. Doreen, are we done?
Yeah, I'm satisfied.
I knew it! It was Doreen!
No, it wasn't her, you fool. It was me. I took the cigarettes this morning. I was gathering supplies for disaster relief in the kitchen. And there your room is, open, nobody in it, heater going full blast. All night and all morning, Jake, full blast. The waste. There are your cigarettes, which you have not even paid me back for, by the way. And so now they're in the Rockaways, helping people who have lost everything.
Why didn't you just tell me that in the first place?
Because you pissed me off. The waste of electricity, the entire city on its knees, and all you care about is your free cigarettes. Now, I could have told you, but Doreen really wanted to throw this mystery meatloaf party, and she bought the wine, so I didn't really have a choice. And Rachel knew about it too. So there was a conspiracy. Way to go, Sherlock.
I need a cigarette.
We can get you more on the next Toronto trip. Go talk to him.
The meatloaf was superb.
Oh, thanks.
I'm just gonna help myself. No one minds.
All in all, everything turned out all right. John spoke to Jacob over cigarettes, and after a while they concluded that the whole thing really wasn't that big of a deal. As for me, I think I did a pretty awesome job as a detective, right? Oh, and here's a picture of the meatloaf. Best blog post ever. God damn it, Jerry. That was my
From meatloaf to one more.
Ego surprise.
Kind of a guy that wouldn't even arm a flea. But if me and a certain character met that guy that invented the cigarette.
So what no one tells you about when the man walked on the moon is that there were actually monkeys up there. Okay, so have you ever gone to a haunted house in Toronto?
Yeah, crack those toes. Crack those toes, baby.
Let's not talk about that.
Oh, mister, my
So did you
team's
see Mark Sanchez run into a butt?
Shut up.
Yourself to death. Tell St. Peter at the Golden Gate that you hate to make him wait, but you just got to have another cigarette. Smoke, smoke, smoke. In a game of chess the other night, old Dame Fortune's doing me right. The kings and queens just kept on coming around. I played him hard.
So this was during my summer abroad in Spain, and like I hurt my ankle, so then I had to like be on crutches like almost the entire time. But like I didn't care. I just like went to all the clubs. When Neil Armstrong landed on the moon,
I'll tell you in a minute or two. Right now, I've got to have a cigarette.
It might be a clue. That could be a clue.
Tell St. Peter at the Golden Gate that you hate to make him wait, but you
might be a
got to have
clue.
another cigarette.
That could be a clue.
You're telling him you're trying to like look over your shoulder. Alright, let's do this again. Quicker on it.
I had a date with the cutest little
It's either
gal in
it's
48
up or
seconds.
it's down.
Met
They
up
gotta
some
mix
fancy
it.
little
It has to stay down because it doesn't stay up.
She said she loved me, and it seemed to me that things were about like they
No, and if I did, I wouldn't tell you. Shit. And you're hurting everyone who cares about you.
Was going nice, so healthy, and I think I'd been there yet.
Was one moment that night that does stand out.
She said, Phil, excuse me, please, but I've got to have another cigarette.
I can't not look at the end.
Smoke, smoke, smoke that cigarette. Puff, 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 and if you smoke yourself to death, tell St. Peter at the Golden Gate that you hate to make him wait, but you just got to have another cigarette. Smoke, smoke, smoke. Oh, St. Peter, I sure hate to keep you holding that gate open, but I just got to have another drag over this cigarette. This pretty thing. Thank you, Peter. Thank you.